Alright, so yo, and welcome back to talesofark. And if you are enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Mabinogi, the waves amidst the calm, as we continue exploring or venturing into Crom Bás and trying a way to solve this. What would be world crisis, I guess, because they're trying to summon some kind of dimensional monster thing. And get revenge for all these people that were sacrificed by this sexy man known as Folamh and his weird-ass cat that I should have kicked off the cliff earlier. If you watch this far, you know. If you're just clicking this episode, you won't know. But I really regret not kicking that. I mean, sure, you could say, well, Irusan could have just dispel its form and then turn back into this weird-ass butterfly cat and fly back up. But hey, at least I kicked them. Or it. Or her. I don't know. Whatever it is. But yeah, so we got venture into a memory. Hopefully we don't get incepted this time by Folamh, but we'll see. Alright, let's enter mission. You're not in agreement with Brielle's proposal. If you start feeling weird, just give a squeeze and I'll be here holding your hand. Aw. Now then. Brielle reaches out her hand and a faint chalky light from Iru's blossom sigil begins to swirl around you, giving a disorienting sense of weightlessness. Here we go, whoosh. Upon activating the memory cipher, a hazy feeling washes over you once again. You hear the sound of crashing waves as your wisdom comes into focus. As you take stock of your surrounding, you see a familiar looking boy with his back turned to you. Following Brielle's gaze, you notice that the boy is hiding behind a pillar, watching for something. Whew, I made it all the way out here. But how am I gonna get to the boat? The security is pretty heavy too. Maybe I shouldn't. If those guys catches me again, I might end up starving for another week. Is he trying to steal something? Or he's trying to get the cat? Oh god, and this kid has like such a mature face on a young body. The boy anxiously rocks back and forth on his feet, opening his bag to peer down a small chocolate cake. No way, not this time. Not after all the trouble I went through to get this. It's all or nothing, and it's been so long since I seen her too. Is it his friend? Is he her friend or the cat? Okay. No, fuck. All right, so he turns left. I'm sorry. I feel like I just made things worse by trying to step in. Sure, it's fine. Is this the same dialogue? Okay, it is. So he turns that way, and then he'll turn left here. Go, 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 go! Yes, you board the ship. Avoid the watchman and head further. Oh, there's no one here. Oh, that was easy. Oh, I gotta fight? Why are there spiders here? Clean your goddamn boat. At least they're weak. It's like random ass spider in this giant ass ship. Unless they're tamed. God damn, that windmill range. Who is her? Is he her Iru-san, or it's some one, or is he trying to bring her back? She died? Is it really the four alchemist thing I mentioned earlier? No way, right? You see L-Train ahead. L-Train. Oh, it's probably his sister? Visibly startled, the girl looks towards the boy. Oh, Folamh. So L-Train was Folamh's little sister. The little girl seems to have immediately realized her voice was a hair too loud. Shifting to a whisper, she continues to speak. How did you get here? Haha, how have you been, L-Train? I miss you so much. I wanted to pay you a visit, but you're gonna get into so much trouble. You have to leave before they come back. Do I now? I bet you change your mind once you see what I got. The boy rummaged through his bag, presenting the girl with a chocolate crepe cake, wrapped in old paper and a shiny iris flower. Folamh, did you? Ta-da, happy birthday, L-Train. Aww. I think this little boy, I guess he was jaded hard when his sister died. And then that's why he went through all that sacrifice to bring her back. I thought you forgot my birthday, but you remember it all along. I got a chocolate cake, your favorite, and here, I made this brooch for you. I think the flower compliment you well. But you barely have enough time to sleep. When did you find the time to do all this? He used to be so warm, so kind, so we all know how. The boy clasps the girl's hand lightly. I feel the pirates coming in. God damn it. This moment's gonna be ruined, you know. When we're older, when we're stronger, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be adults, still be no one to tell us where to go or what to do. I mean, you can always just kill all the pirates. I mean, you have magic. Well, I guess not yet. The life we have won't be a fancy one, but we'll be free. Free to learn whatever we want. To be whatever we want. A normal life just like other people have. That's not gonna happen. My sights aren't set high. That would be more than enough. Yeah, that does sound nice. Cue the pirates. What? At this hour? There's someone here. Sound of heavy footsteps can be heard outside. These runs, they must be itching for a beating. Oh no. Damn, he's hitting over anchor? Folamh, you bastard, you again. No. Please, please forgive him. It's my fault that my brother. Stop, L-Train. There's nothing to apologize for. That's right, it was all me. I did it. Bastard, you must have lost your damn mind. If that's how you want it, fine. I'll carve this lesson into your worthless hide. Folamh. How? Why would you do something like that? People or just humanity's just cruel sometimes. Please forgive him. Stop beating my brother, please. So starving you for a week wasn't enough, eh? We paid a high price to take you in, destitute former, and this is how you show your gratitude? By barring your fang like dogs you are? I hate this so much, everything about it. Why can't I be strong enough to keep her safe? Please, stop it. Rail hands crackle with magic, but her spellcraft has no effect within the memory. Suddenly, a massive tremor shakes the area. The hell was that? Brother, please wake up. The sound of explosion and thunder from the ship's deck, followed by a cacophony, a panic voice. Is this Iru-san? It's an ambush. It's coming from the sky. They're losing volleys of flaming arrows from hot air balloons. The panic voice and explosion begin to drown each other out as the vision of the memory begins to fade. Rail slumps to the ground as her legs gives out beneath her, shocked by what you just saw. Rail. So terrible. What kind of life did Folamh have? Still coming to this grip with a cruel memory, Rail remains quiet for some time. I scarcely know what to say. You saw it too, didn't you? That beating he took. But it's starting to become clear why he had a pendant bearing the emblem of the Belvast. I think the most expedient way to find out more about this pendant is to ask Admiral Owen. I'll keep watch at the entrance to Crom Bás with the investigation team. In the meantime, you should go and see if the Admiral can shed some light on the matter. Space starts to tremble precariously once more as you feel splitting pain shoot through your head. Oh no, the enchantment cast on Irisum Blossom is fading. We have to get back before the memory collapse. Brielle just barely managed to regain her balance within the convulsing space. Snapping her fingers, your vision blurs. Then you feel the stony ground on Crom Bás beneath you once more. Once your nerves have had a chance to settle, you should go ask Admiral Owen if he knows something about the pendant. Alright. Is there a cutscene? No, there's not. Maybe he knows something about these weird-ass pirates? I wish you can fly, but sucks you can't. Maybe you can. I don't know. Good to see you again. I've been receiving Brielle's update on the situation at Crom Bás. Through the investigation team's report, I assume that's why you're here. Ask about the pendant. You present the pendant with the emblem of Belfast to Admiral Owen. Admiral Owen gives a knowing nod as he carefully inspects the pendant. This pendant, I don't know who it might belong to, but I do recognize the design. These were made in commemoration of the liberation of Belfast. Isn't that so, Shayla? That's correct, sir. Admiral Owen nods upon receiving Shayla's confirmation and looks at you. So you're able to see the memory seal within this pendant. A horned boy and the dead, you say. Perhaps, continue. Admiral Owen gently brushes back a strand of stray hair from his face as he considers how to praise his next thought. As you know, Belfast is a city that strives to be a place where people from all walks of life can coexist under the banner of mutual peace and prosperity. And not just humans, but any formers who are willing as well. But the path of turning this ideal into reality wasn't lined with roses, to put it mildly. In the early days following Belfast's liberation, there was a period of constant conflict between those who hated formers and those who despised humans. Around that time, there was this incident that came to be known as the Bloody Night. Shayla, who has been standing quietly beside Admiral Owen, presents him with several sheets of parchment. These are the case documents related to that incident, Admiral. Thank you, Shayla. Admiral Owen takes the document and leaves through each pages, his eyes skimming over the details. Yes, there were the names Folamh and Elistrin. A ghastly incident transpired at the dwelling of these two former siblings. When the scene was finally discovered, authorities found the younger sister brutally murdered. God damn. Along with 3 other human victims, there were no traces of the older brother. He seems to have vanished without a trace. Of course, the natural assumption was finding the missing brother could provide crucial information that will help the city get to the bottom of the case. But he was never seen or heard from again, and without knowing what he's seen or knew, the case went cold. Because this happened late in the evening, the murder took a particularly sinister aspect in the mind of the citizen, who quickly took to the calling of the incident the Bloody Night. It's surprisingly that this is unsolved mystery will end up related to Crom Bás somehow. The question is, how is it related? Well, the human probably went in and killed his sister. They're like, oh, you dirty formers, you don't deserve to be here, or just you being here dirty the town or whatever, and that trash or something. And then they wanted to kill him or do something worse to the sister or the brother. So then after the sister was, I'm assuming, killed, Folamh unlocked his power and then killed those 3. Because he probably accepted the power from the mysterious voice or something, is how I think it went. Admiral Owen starts leafing through the documents again, looking for potential links between the past and present. Unfortunately, this is as much information as I have to offer you at present. There was one minor detail that caught my attention though. This report from the city records lists Mount as a member of the team that investigated the scene of the crime. As I know of no other Mount in Belfast, it will appear to be the same fellow who handles transactions at the Belfast Bank. He's likely our best lead if you wish to learn more about the incident. Admiral Owen hands the pendant back to you. As Admiral Owen suggests, visit Mont at the Belfast Bank. and see if you can find some more about Folamh. Yep. So his sister then died during the liberation, it looks like. But she died after, when people still have resentment against the formers. Like, does it matter that much? They're essentially humans, just with horns. Probably a darker skin tone, but other than that, they're still human looking. I don't know why they're like so mad about it. Sure, I'll understand if it's like some spider human thing, like the arachnid things. But then you can say, oh, they're sort of human. Hey, there's a difference. I don't, that thing is like what? The height of a tree or something? This small imp never stops mumbling ever. He moves so frantically you almost feel nauseous just watching him. He appears to be writing something very important in his notebook. He is clothed in fine garb, particularly for an imp, though his constant mumbling and "ee-yah" is quite annoying. He has a certain charm about him. Hey, did you come here just to lauder? This is Belvast Bank. If you have need of our service, state your business and I shall assist you. Ask about the Bloody Night. As soon as you mention the word Bloody Night, his playfully chiding demeanor seems to frost over with a stony expression. You, where did you hear about that? Who told you? Fess up. Mount looks somewhat intrigued, but when you tell him about your current investigation, what? Admiral Owen himself, eh? Alright, little scribble, let me see if I got this straight. You and your state investigative team are currently looking to some creepy castle called Crom Bás in the middle of the Tory Ravine. And based on the clues you discovered there, you have reason to suspect this whole thing got some connection to Bloody Nights. Happens back when the city was going through some considerable changes. To say it was chaotic is an understatement. Discrimination was rampant, and racial amicity was seen to bubble just beneath the surface everywhere you look. But even amidst the backdrop, the Bloody Nights murder were so brutal, they shocked even the most hardened residents. No one who lived in Belvast back then will ever forget the incident, though many probably wish they could. Mount points at the empty pendant as he continues speaking. Now that pendant, I might be able to help shed a little light on that. Just give me a second, I promise it won't take long. There's something I want to show you. Mount starts frantically looking around for something. Let's see, nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Damn, how much do you hoard? You hear something teeter, then follows with a loud crash. Blast it all, I really need to start keeping things properly organized around here. Ah, yes, this is it. Mount turns to you. Oh. For a second, I thought she was doing finger horns. That's cute. So they did manage to get free. Mount turns to face you, his hand clasping a small picture of her brother and sister. I found this while searching the scene in the wake of the Bloody Night. It looks like it might fit that pendant perfectly. These are the ones you're curious about. The brother you see there is Folamh, who disappeared without a trace after the incident, and his sister Elistrin, who met her tragic end that night. As I recall, they were formers, not humans. The two were orphans who had to live hand to mouth since childhood and were sold to work in the city as slaves when the pirates took over the island. They had a rough life, but at the heart of it, there were two brave kids who wanted to make a life for themselves here after the liberation. To have something like that happen, it's one of those things that makes you question whether there is any justice in this world. Yep, sometimes we all have that questions. There's one more thing though. Maybe it doesn't have much to do with what you're investigating, but might hesitate for a moment before a look of determination washes over your face. Look, I don't know all the details, but I do remember that there was another strange happening that took place at the same time as the Bloody Night. Of course, the murder were front page news, so it went largely unreported. Something else happened? Same night the murder took place, the legacy of Gabi Halala Go, under heavy guard at the trading post, vanished without a trace. Is this... with that name, Gabla, is that renamed to Glasgibahibben, whoever his name is? I mean, are they... do you think they're related? Glasgibahibben was like, what, the god of destruction? And then Folamh referred to this Gobahablo or whatever as also destruction something. There's no way they have similar names. I feel like it's probably like something related to glass. Maybe the same species, or I don't know, they're related brothers or whatever. But then again, glass was like a normal person? Because the glass we know as the monster is the monster. Different from the glass that was the human. Because his human soul went into the dude in Tir Nog, while the undead monster thing became that monster. Is this something similar? What is the legacy of Gabihibla? Go, you ask? Well, the most reliable description suggests that it's a very large bone of some sort. I thought to mention it because although the investigation into the Bloody Knight incident ultimately came up empty-handed for want of evidence, there were witness statements taken that claimed to have sighted Folamh near the trading post that night. Getting to and from the Tory Ravine was nigh impossible in those days, but there were rumors of a secret passage used by the thieves, other ne'er-do-wells beneath the Belfast trading post. If you consider both what I told you and what your investigation has turned up, this Folamh from Crom Bás may well be the very same young man from back then. Though of course there's a lack of conclusive evidence to prove such a conjecture. I can't remember the last time life caught me so straight-faced. Just not like me. But it was such a tragic incident, even remembering it today. Feeling a little self-conscious, Mont scratches his head. Anyhow, that's about all I have to say about that. Just in case this somehow comes around to bite me in the ass, remember that I count my photographic memory amongst my foremost quality. Now then, I have no shortage of work requiring my attention, so if you have nothing else to ask, I'll be getting back to that. Best of luck in your investigation. Oh damn, my throat is running dry. Mont adjusts his spectacle and whips around to focus on bank business. Looks like you got all the information about Folamh. You're likely to find in Belfast. Head back to the rendezvous with Brielle at the entrance to Crom Bás. Alright. Back we go. I don't think there's a moon gate around here, right? Damn, I wish I could fly. Master Black Knight. Wait, I don't have to go that far. Isn't like a moon gate over here? Yeah, there is. Wow, you got back more quickly than I expected, Ursula. I actually just finished fixing the Iris Blossom sigil. How things go on your end? Did you manage to find out anything from the Admiral? Tell them about what you learned. Tell Brielle and Galak about everything you learned during your investigation in Belfast. I see, so Folamh and his younger sister were once resident of Belfast. Brielle's expression betrays the complicated nature of her feeling. To fall into abyss is a simple matter, but once you have, it's incredibly difficult to claw your way out. It's like depression. But as powerful as a pull the abyss may exert, the fear of having to confront one's own misdeeds should one ever escape its clutches is greater still. Brielle nods firmly, casting a sidelong glance at the empty pendant and the picture as she continues. Ursula, if this picture you brought back is the D1 originally held in the pendant locket, we should finally be able to see the entire memory. So shall we dive right in? No, let's call it a video. It's probably going for a bit. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. As we're almost coming to the finale of the side quest and this mystery of essentially what happened. But I more or less can tell what happened. But it's just what's their plan going forward. And what's this thing has its plans for the rest of the two casts. I guess we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Love you guys, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.